Welcome to the Whurthy Events training video series. This is Module 7, Whurthy Marketing. In this second video, we're going to walk through market Whurthy promotions. We'll start by creating a Whurthy promotion. We'll then review the automated test email demonstrating the link between promotions and email campaigns. And then we'll finish out this demonstration by showing how you can send that automatically created email campaign to the mailing list. So, as is always the case, when I want to navigate around the Whurthy Events environment, I'm going to look over to the right-hand sidebar under links, and there's going to be two parts to this demonstration. The first part is going to start with managing promotions because I'm going to create a promotion, and then I'm going to take a look at the email campaign that was automatically created. So let's start with the first step. So I'm going to, in the administration section, I'm going to click on the manage promotions link. So right now there are no active promotions, so I'm going to create a promotion just for the purposes of a demonstration. There is going to be a link in the top right-hand corner of the screen to the Whurthy promotions video where this promotion feature is looked at in much more detail, but we'll quickly run through because it's pretty straightforward. So the first field I have here is the actual discount percentage. So I'm going to change that from the default of 10 to 25. We're then going to give it a name of the testing Whurthy marketing promotion. We will then select a start time. So from 1 p.m. in the afternoon to say 3:30 p.m. So for example, maybe on Mondays and Tuesdays, I've been having workshops or events and it's just been quiet. And this really is one of the main advantages and design ideas behind Whurthy Events in the first place, that we're creating these promotions to generate business for times when it's quiet and have those discounts automatically applied. So between 1 p.m. and 3:30 p.m. on Monday and Tuesdays, and I'm going to select an expiry date here of the end of February, but I could have that go as long as I want. Now, when we were looking at the video for creating Whurthy promotions, when we saved the promotion, we left it as no. In this case, we're actually going to select yes. And when we do that, that opens up the email campaign template field. Now, right now, the choices are default and plain. So we're going to select default. We will be adding more email campaign templates over the coming weeks and months, but the default one has a header banner and a footer banner with a little bit of coloring and formatting to get you started, and plain has no banners. It's just got the plain text message body. So I'm going to select default. And then the final field is promotion types. We've got three choices. We can have a promotion which gets sent to all accounts. We can have a regular promotion that gets sent to our member audience, and then our VIP promotion that will get sent to our VIP audience. Now, in the next video, we're going to take a look at the underlying features, such as how to edit or add new email campaign templates, and also how to add to the existing audiences and add your own audiences, as well as manage your mailing list. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and select just a promotion here, and I'm going to click on the Create Promotion button. So now at the top of the screen, we've got a flash message that's letting us know the promotion, Testing Whurthy Marketing, which was the name that we gave it, has been added and an email campaign has been automatically drafted. Check your inbox for a confirmation email with a link to the email campaign. So I'm going to go ahead and do that in a moment. But before I do that, I'm just going to review the rest of what's on this page here. We can see when it was created and by whom. So that's just helpful from a record tracking point of view. I can see here that we had the promotion of 25% on Mondays and Tuesdays between 1 p.m. and 3:30 p.m., expiring on February the 28th. Now, the difference here is that we selected yes, we wanted to market the promotion. So as a result, because we selected promotion, it's sent it to the audience of all accounts. Again, we'll be reviewing that in the next video. And it's letting us know, yep, an email campaign draft was created and it used the default email campaign template. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look in my email client. And so now I can see that if I open up my email client here, I can see that this email has just arrived and it's letting me know a new email campaign. So this is a hyperlink to the email campaign. I'm going to click on that in a moment. Has been created for you because you selected yes to market the Testing Whurthy Marketing promotion. and then it's got some instructions about how you can draft the email campaign or delete and start over. I'm going to go ahead and click on the email campaign now. So that link now takes me straight into the email campaign that was automatically created. So what we can see here, first of all, the two main components of an email are the subject and the message. Now, there's a little bit more information that's being stored related to this email campaign, but the first field here is the subject. So it's gone ahead and created this subject for the email for me automatically. Now, I will have the ability to edit that by clicking on the edit email campaign. So I'm going to show you that in a moment. It's letting me know who the sender was, the send status. This will be adjusted as we work through the workflow. It's letting us know that it was sent to the audience, all accounts. It also checked the audience size. So that's letting us know how many emails or how many people are going to receive this email. So right now, this all accounts audience has 5 active subscribed either accounts or emails. So again, we'll explain that in greater detail in the next video. But the main point of this is just letting you know that when you are preparing an email campaign, how big is the audience? Here we can see ready to send no. So that's actually something that we are going to change when we edit the email campaign. But basically, this just allows us to work with this email draft until we're ready. And we'll see how that works in the next step of this demonstration. And then we got the second important part of the email itself. So it's built all of this information for us. So this text was just basically generated automatically. We get to edit this. So the advantage of this, it's brought all of the information over for us. So if we were just to send this out, we know that the information that was built into this draft email is absolutely aligned. It's identical to the promotion. So there's no chance of miscommunicating what the promotion is. So we can see here, we're excited to let you know about and then we've got the name of the campaign, the Testing Whurthy Marketing Promotion. All event bookings between 1 p.m. and 3:30 p.m. on Mondays and Tuesdays will be automatically discounted by 25% until Tuesday, 28th of February, 2023. So, and then it finishes off with learn more about what we do by visiting us at. So it will actually inject the web address, as it were, for your online Whurthy events environment. And then it just notes best regards and it injects the company name into there for you. It also lets us know that we've got test email sent is no. And before I just jump into editing the email campaign, at the bottom here, we've got this email send log. We will return to this, but if we click on the checkbox, it's just letting us know that this was created automatically with the promotion Testing Whurthy Marketing by Kerwin on the 1st of February. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on edit the email campaign. So now we get to, in effect, make the edits that we want. So if I wanted to, as long as I leave this ready to send as a no, it will basically allow me to make changes and then I'll be able to save and update the email campaign as many times as I want. So the basic idea is this is really to allow me to spend as much time as I want to make sure I'm comfortable with the message and I'm ready to receive a test email. But of course, the advantage here is that this email draft is being created for us. So I may decide I don't want an exclamation mark there. So I'm going to remove the exclamation mark from the subject. And inside the message here, I can click on the bottom corner of this text box to expand it. This will pretty much be a feature inside pretty much any browser. And I can see I've got this what you see is what you get text editor. I've got all sorts of formatting. I could insert images. If I've got like online images, I can insert tables. I can format in terms of the colors, and there's lots of functionality in here. And what we decided was, for now at least, with this default email campaign template, that would keep it simple, but I may decide, you know, I want to just have a little bit more pop. So I'm going to select that text, click on the bold symbol and this ribbon here. And so that pops it out a little bit more. And I may want to go, or, you know, discounted by 25% and just bold that, just to have that jump out. Again, this is totally up to you. This demonstration isn't about the optimal design email campaigns and whatnot, but it's just designed to get you started. So with that, I could go ahead and just update the email campaign and keep working on it. But in this case, I'm going to select yes under ready to send. So when I'm ready to begin the email campaign workflow, then I change this to yes. And when I do that, it's actually going to go ahead and create a task for me. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the update email campaign button. So now we can see the flash message is letting us know the email campaign workflow 4, and then it's now listing the promotion, has been updated. Check your inbox for a test email. So it's gone ahead and it's created that test email for us. And now I can see here that the email campaign is listed. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and check my email client. And sure enough, if I now click on this email that's come in, I can see here that I've got the test email arrive. So if you've worked with other email marketing applications, you'll see some similarity here. We really felt that it didn't make sense to reinvent a wheel. If you have this email that you've drafted, you then want to basically test and make sure that it works. So it's letting us know that this is a test email. Please make any changes in the email campaign. So one of the advantages here is that link will take me straight to that email campaign so I can make some changes. And then the next note is, once you're satisfied, please update this task as revised to send another test email or agree to continue the workflow. Now, when we look at the task, we're actually going to see more instructions here, but this is just giving me a little bit of a prompt, a reminder, just, if I'm not so familiar with this workflow. And then I can see underneath here, we've got the message. We can see here, greetings. This is exactly what I had in the text. And I've got the banners. And in this particular case, the footer banner will actually also be, if you select the default template, it will also be a link to the address. So you wouldn't have Whurthy.com, for example, you would have the URL there or whatever you had placed in your footer banner image for your deployment of Whurthy events. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on the link to the task here, because what this does is going to save me a little bit of time, because when I click on it, it's going to take me straight into the task. Now, I could find this over on the right-hand sidebar by clicking on My Tasks and then clicking on the task itself. But the beauty of this is that one click gets me straight to what I need to see. So in a previous video, the Whurthy Task Master video, there'll be a link in the top right-hand corner of the page if you want to refresh your memory and watch the video, the training video about tasks inside Whurthy. In that, we really explained that Whurthy is built on this task-centric workflow. So this means we're able to bring all these features together. So in this particular case, I can see this task, the title is already built. I can see when it was created. Obviously, it set a priority, a status, and it's assigned it to me as the sender. Now we can see the instructions. So really what this is letting us know, you should have received a test email. Please review this email. When you've reviewed the email, you make your decision below and you select agreed. If it's acceptable, then the workflow is going to proceed. If you want to make changes, you change the email campaign and then you mark this task as revised. And if you decide you don't want to proceed, you just select decline. And then in the description, there's this link to the email campaign where I can click on it and go straight to the email campaign to make those changes. Now, in this case, I'm happy with what I saw. The test email looked great. And I'm going to go ahead and click on the edit task. So again, as we were reviewing tasks inside that task video, we have some information around the title, the priority, and who it's assigned to. This is your opportunity now, for example, to assign this review of this email to another team member if you want to, but for the most part, we'd expect you to leave that as is. Here are the instructions, here's the task description. But now this is where we get to see the task-centric workflow side of things, because we've got this actions taken field. Now, in that case, I don't really need to enter anything in here because the most important part of this is this decision field. And this is where I get to select agreed, revise, decline. And again, that was explained in the instructions. So I'm happy, I'm going to select agreed. Now, if I wanted to revise, the task will want me to note some comments, but in this case, it's all good. I'm going to go ahead and click on agreed. I'm going to click on update task. And so now we can see that this task was updated. And when we look at this, we can see all of the information. And I'm going to go ahead and just expand the log for the task history. and I can actually see here a couple of things have happened. In the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you can see that my email client's telling me that I've received 2 emails. Now, I just so happen to have 2 emails as a part of testing on that audience. So that makes complete sense to me. And then there are 3 other entries in that mailing list, right? But this task history log is actually letting me know that the test campaign email was accepted by me, letting me know when it was completed, and it's letting me know the email campaign was sent and that this email campaign workflow is complete. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off the review before I look at these emails. I'm going to click on this link to the email campaign, and this now is opening up. We can see that the send status is sent. We can see that it went. Here's the final message. And then at the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and just show this log. And so now we actually get to see not only when it was created and it was created on this date, we get to see that I updated it and I marked it as ready to send yes. I then had an test email task. I marked that as agreed. Then the approval workflow was set as inactive. So at this point, if in the Whurthy settings module, I'd had approval workflow as active, another task would have been assigned to the email campaign approver ahead of the email campaign being sent. Okay, so again, we've left that as inactive because it was a bit redundant. And then it's letting me know that the email campaign was sent to 5 emails on this date. So now, just to complete this demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and click on the actual client here. And now I can see here are the 2 emails. They both came in at 7:12 p.m. So I'm just going to expand the first one. And I can see here, obviously, all that test information has gone. And so I can see I've got the full message here and I've got the unsubscribe link. And if I expand the second message here, I can see. So this went to a completely different email. This was sent to 2 different emails that were on the mailing list. And just for good measure, what I can do is I can go ahead, maybe, I received this email under this email, and I can just click on the unsubscribe link. It opens up and it automatically lets me know I've successfully unsubscribed Kerwin from the all accounts mailing list. And then it gives me option to resubscribe if I want to, if I feel like I made a mistake. So that concludes the review of the Market Whurthy Promotions feature inside Whurthy Events. Whurthy, value made easy.